begin with breaking news.
Our house was gone. Everything that we had ever known was gone.
Everyone I know in Lahaina, their homes have been burned down.
A wildfire tearing through a Hawaiian community. Flames in Maui are destroying homes and businesses, some of them more than 100 years old. We know that these fires have turned deadly with at least 6 people killed. This is new video taken today, and you can see smoldering debris with still a lot of smoke. This fire spread so fast that some people were actually forced to jump into the ocean to escape the flames. In this video here next to Ty, you can see people getting into the water to escape. And thank you for joining us. I'm Edie Lambert.
And I'm Ty Steele. Now, one fire is burning on the drier side of Maui in Lahaina. Multiple people are missing and many communication and power lines are down right now. 3 separate wildfires are actually burning on Maui. One of those burned much of the historic town of Lahaina.
We're getting some new video in from Maui, and you can see the flames, smoke, and wind there. Leaders in Maui say they were not expecting this many fires at the same time. So far, they've released little information about the scope of the damage because they say flames are still burning across parts of the island. The lieutenant governor says more than 2,100 people spent the night in 4 shelters on the island. You can see major damage here. This is in the shopping area of Lahaina. Leaders are asking people not to come to Maui and telling current visitors they need to leave. Several burn patients from Maui are now being treated in Honolulu, that's on the island of Oahu. And the communication challenges are adding to the chaos here. With 911, cell, and phone services down, evacuations are complicated.
The Maui County has not been able to communicate with residents on the west side, Lahaina side. So we're dealing with, because we're an island state, in addition to dealing with disaster, we're dealing with major transportation issues as well.
We should point out their airport is open, and this flight from Maui to Sacramento just landed about 10 minutes ago. The Hawaiian Airlines flight took off from the Kahului Airport in Maui, left the island around 2 p.m. our time, and again, we just saw it land live during our 6 o'clock newscast. A Southwest flight left the same airport about an hour later, and that one is expected to land in Sacramento at 8:20 tonight. The wildfires have left thousands of people stranded at the airport.
Yeah, the Kahului Airport was sheltering about 2,000 travelers who had flights canceled. Many visitors had just arrived.
I mean, just the fact that it was spreading so fast and we didn't really know what was going to happen. It's just scary to see a big wildfire just kind of coming your way. And it's not something I ever experienced before.
Now, one thing we've been hearing from people on the island and from leaders is how fast the flames were spreading.
Daryl Huff is in Maui with the shock and surprise for so many people in that community and the search for survivors.
The winds have died down slightly here on Maui, giving firefighters a chance to start working these wildfires. The one you see behind me is in the south area of Maui, above the town of Kihei, and the firefighters are beginning to work those, but there's still enough wind to whip these fires up. That's why there's still concern in Lahaina, where the devastation is so complete. It's hard to imagine that there's any more fuel left in Lahaina. It seems that those fires that were powered by gusts up to 60 or 70 miles an hour blowing out towards the ocean pushed those fires right through the historic town, destroying hundreds of houses, businesses, restaurants. It's just a real shock for this community, being called one of the biggest natural disasters here since Hurricane Iniki almost 30 years ago. There's also been thousands of people, tourists mostly, displaced by these fires. We also have many people who have fled Lahaina because of the devastation there. We're told this has been a perfect storm, that officials never anticipated that something like this would happen. And we're all waiting to see all of the devastation, counting the numbers, 6 fatalities, but that's just so far. Reporting from Wailuku, Maui for NBC News, Daryl Huff.
And thousands of evacuees are spending the night in shelters. This is one of the shelters set up at Maui High School. Some who are there say they're moved at the way their community has come together to help.
What do you think is the condition of your house?
It's probably gone. Honestly, my mom's place is gone. My place is gone. I'm a chef restaurant operator in Kaanapali, and my GM's place is gone. Pretty much everybody I know lost everything that we have. I mean, I haven't been able to assess, but everybody told me that Front Street's gone.
And one couple who lives in the town of Lahaina was on vacation in the Bay Area. They were at the Oakland International Airport this morning trying to get home. They say their dogs were stuck in their house and they won't know if they're okay until they get back home.
Of course, everybody is just so devastated, but I mean, and I'm sure that they lost animals, and they lost much more than that, but it's just, you know, it's just such a helpless feeling, so.
And we know winds have fueled the flames on the island.
So let's check back in with Mark and let's talk about the conditions. It has been rough.
Well, you know, just like around here, when we get a gusty wind and you get a grass fire starting, you can get a fire that'll burn in a hurry, and that's kind of what we have seen here. So these are the current winds we have, and I've got the wind arrows on here too. You notice where the winds are coming from. They're the east and northeast winds, classic trade winds here. And look at the airport here on Maui, 28-mile-an-hour winds. And then between where the airport is and where Lahaina is, let me zoom in on this a little bit. There is a mountain, a big mountain right in here. So as the wind comes over the mountain, it's a downslope wind, and sometimes that wind can accelerate, and that's how you can get some stronger winds here. That also means that this side of the island is the dry side of the island. So if there was rain that was coming on these winds, it would basically get squeezed out on the mountainside, and then the east side, west side would be nice and dry. So that's why this area is dry. You can also have gusty winds. You get a grass fire that starts in here, you can go right into a populated area. This area does see fires rather often, but to get one into a highly populated area like Lahaina is just a tragedy. Back to you.
Absolutely, Mark. And for the latest on this Maui wildfire, the efforts to contain the damage and the impact on travel, you can go to our KCRA 3 mobile app.